I was backstage preparing for the biggest debate of my life. The winner gets a full ride to college, so I was going over my notes. That's when my competition, Brock, walked over and poured his entire water bottle all over my notes. I was so shocked that I jumped up. "What the hell? Why would you do that?" He smirked and leaned in close. "I'm going to embarrass you in front of everyone tonight. That full ride is mine." I looked down. Half of my notes were soaked and bleeding ink. Suddenly, they called me to the podium. I slipped the notes into my pocket and hoped that they were still legible, because if not, I would lose my full ride to college. But when I got up to the stage and patted my butt to find my notes, I was shocked. They were gone. I looked at Brock in the front row. He held up my soaked notes and waved them at me. He stole them. I had nothing. Part of me wanted to quit right there. But then I thought of my mom. I thought of her in the hospital bed, telling me that the scholarship was all I needed to change our family's lives around. I thought of her kissing my forehead and telling me she was proud of me. So I started my speech. This house declares that the earth is flat. I mean that it's not flat. I was so nervous that I could barely think straight. Brock was laughing at me. When I stepped off, I thought it was over. I thought I'd lost the scholarship and let my mom down forever. Brock walked up next. He didn't even have any notes. This house believes that the earth is flat because the visual appearance of the earth, even at high altitudes, is flat. He was assigned the opposing side, and every argument was strong. The judges were leaning forward, smiling. I kept imagining my mom dying in the hospital bed without seeing her only son go to college, and I wanted to cry. But then I noticed something weird. Brock kept looking at the same spot in the crowd. I looked at where he was looking and saw a guy holding an iPad facing the stage. It had Brock's entire speech written on the screen. He was reading off it the entire time. His speech ended, and it was my turn to ask Brock questions. I knew it was my chance to destroy him and make my mom proud. I asked him something I knew wasn't on that iPad. If the earth is flat, then why are there different time zones around the world? He froze. His eyes darted to the second row to see if the answer would show up on the iPad. The guy was scrolling frantically, and I knew I was getting closer and closer to getting the scholarship. He couldn't find the answer. I looked at the judges and smirked sideways. Maybe his friend in the second row can answer for him since they've been answering all night. Look at his iPad. The guy tried to shove the iPad under his seat, but it didn't work, and I had to hold back my laugh. The head judge stood up. "Bring that iPad up here, now." The guy walked up shaking and handed it over. The judge looked at the screen, then looked at Brock. "Your entire speech is on this screen word for word. You know that's against the rules." Brock went pale. "You're disqualified." The judge turned to me. "Congratulations, the scholarship is yours." One member of the audience started clapping for me. I looked and saw my mom in her wheelchair. She must have come at the last minute. "I knew you could do it."